Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. We've got a new unboxing. This one might seem familiar, but it's not really something we've done before. It looks familiar because we've done Space Ghost, Mezco's 112 collection figure, but that was a limited edition figure from Entertainment Earth. This is the figure that you can get directly from Mezco, which is a little bit different than the one we've already shown off. So let's go and open this up and discuss how it measures up. We're also going to maybe compare the boxes or the figures themselves. Alright, so first we got the really cool box with the fantastic font on it. I loved it the first time I saw it, and I love it this time as well. So opening it up, as usual, with the solid boxes, we get some really cool art, classic art of Space Ghost, and it's got a nice little magnet in that keeps it sealed if you want. So let's go and take the figure out and see how much it measures up. So as we can see, it's a very similar figure from the one before. This time though, it's just not, glow in the dark. It's about the only difference we've got between the two. The coloring is a little bit different as far as the ray blasts, the various blasts that are out there, and the monkey as well is colored up and not see-through. But let's look at everything again for those who might have missed it. Space Ghost, one of my favorite cartoons, and I think this figure is just fantastic in how it captures him. We can see the cloth costume is sealed on. There's no getting him off that, and the cape itself has a little bit of ability to form it in the ways that you want. You're not going to be able to go and take the cloth costume off, though. As with all the Mezco figures, there's tons of articulation. Of course, we have full range of the shoulders, arms, wrists, pivot around. Head pivots really well. Of course, we have the legs, bend at the knees, at the hip, at the ankles. This is the same quality that we've seen with all the other Mezco figures. As far as extras, we have a different head. This one, a little bit kind of a grimacing look to it, with his mouth slightly open, as opposed to the closed look we get with this figure. Hands, we've got various replacements. The hands easily popped off. One issue that we did have with the previous figure is that the arms didn't go quite all the way across, which made it a little bit difficult to do some cool poses with him, like shooting his blasts off and get some of the more iconic stuff going. The hands were like just short, which is a little frustrating. As far as his little buddy here, tons of articulation. That's one thing that kind of surprised me with the figure previously, is that how much of movement it has. I mean, this is a figure unto itself. The painting is actually really, really solid. It does a pretty good job of bringing the character to life. The face is a little odd, kind of with the grinning mouth, kind of a little frightening if you ask me. But other than that, like the hand detail is absolutely amazing. We can see it better here than we could with the transparent version. The hair looks really great. There's actually some slight shading as the color kind of lightens up going towards the hands. Palms look great. It's not to the point that the fingernails have coloring. But other than that, I think things look really, really, really good. As with all the figures from Mezco and 112 Collective, I really come into issues when it comes to the painting of the figure. Everything looks great. Looks absolutely great. As far as the extras of like the blasts, let's get him in here. I kind of dig these more than the transparent. I think partially is because I like seeing that movement of the color from the yellow to the red to the transparent towards the top. It just looks like a little bit cooler of a blast as opposed to just straight transparent, which is neat with him, being invisible at all, but this, I kind of digging it a little bit more with the going the transparent. and the shading up to the orange, so the transparent, the yellow, and the orange down there. Something about it I just dig a little bit more. Also with the glass here, I think the yellow works a little bit more than the white itself. Now the question is, how does this figure match up to the entertainment exclusive version? Let's go and take this one out and do some comparisons. As far as the figure itself, the costume is a little bit different because this one, in theory, should be glow in the dark. I've yet to actually go and try to glow in the dark just because I don't have a great place to do it. You can see it. It's subtle. I don't know how well it's going to come in the video, but the material is a little bit different, so it's not the same Space Ghost in each one. This white material is a little bit slightly different than this white material, so there is a difference between the two. Obviously, with the various figures are all glow in the dark and translucent compared to this one, but other than that, everything's pretty much the same. So you get basically coloring difference between the two. The hands are the same. Actually, one thing different: there's no face here. We get an extra head with this release. We do not get the extra head with the glow-in-the-dark version. So there's a slight variation as far as what you get. So if you want the variant head, you're going to need to get this version. We can see it's not present in this box at all. Empty, which is interesting. So you get the glow-in-the-dark, but you don't get the variant head. Other than that, I mean, there's not much difference between the two. Clearly this one's going to glow in the dark, this one's not. That's about all that's different. The movement, the articulation, all that is going to be the same. It looks like the hands are pretty much the same. Maybe the white is a little bit more dull on this one as opposed to here. It's a little glossier. And that's about what I'm noticing between it. The bases look the same beneath. The one thing Mezco and 112 Collective does that's really cool, it gives you some bases that you can go and place your figures on and put them on display, which is really, really cool. But overall, I was impressed with this figure when I got the glow-in-the-dark version. I am impressed with this figure here. So I'm very happy with this. I mean, you can get this for, I believe it retails for about 80 bucks if you can still get it. It's a little bit difficult to get, as with most Mezco stuff. You really need to pre-order it. If you don't pre-order it, you're going to probably miss out. So we're going to try to find some links so that you don't miss out and you can order it now. We're going to do what we can for you because we like you, our audience. Some of those links might be affiliate links, just to warn you. I can't guarantee that we can't do that, but affiliate links, by purchasing through them, you help support our site. As always, thank you so much for supporting us here at Graphic Policy. We really appreciate it. Until next time, thanks for watching, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.